Okay, we just want to take a quick couple minutes to review how to solve equations using a square root. You did learn this in Algebra 1, but we know Algebra 1 Virtual was hard for a lot of people. So, square roots are used to undo a squared term. In terms, each of these is considered a term. X is a term, 16 is a term. And this little raised 2, that's squared. So x is being squared. Now, to get rid of this little 2 and figure out what x equals, we have to use our square roots. So, all I have to do is figure out what is the square root of 16. And if you're unsure, you can always go to Desmos and just go to your keypad. The square root button is right here at the bottom. So square root, type in 16, and it equals 4. So x equals 4. That is my final answer. Remembering that square root sign gets rid of that squared, so I'm just left with x, and the square root of 16 is 4. You're going to be dealing with this concept when you have to isolate, meaning you have to get that squared term by itself. So, in order to get x squared by itself, the first thing we need to do is subtract 7 from each side. So, when we do that, the 7 cancels out, leaving us with our x squared by itself, and then 56 minus 7 is 49. Now I have x squared all alone equals 49. And square root each side. If I'm unsure what the square root of 49 is, I can go to Desmos, again, get my square root sign from my keypad, type in 49, and we get 7. So x equals 7. Sometimes you'll have numbers multiplying to the squared term. So 3x squared equals 75. We want to get that x squared by itself. So we're going to divide each side by 3. Cancels the 3 that's in front out. So it leaves me with x squared equals 25. Now to get rid of the squared, we take our square root. Again, we can go to Desmos, get our square root, 25 equals 5. So for this problem, x equals 5. Some problems, and most of the problems you're going to see in your math career going forward, will have multiple steps to get that x squared isolated. So to get x squared all by itself, first thing we want to do here is we're going to add 3 to each side. When we do that, cancels out that 3, so it leaves us with the 2x squared, and then 15 plus 3 gives us 18. Now x squared is still not by itself, we have that 2 in front, so divide each side by 2, cancels out the front number. Now we have x squared by itself, and then 18 divided by 2 is 9. Again, you can go back to Desmos, because we can take the square root, or if you know, square root of 9 is 3. So in this case, x equals 3. Okay, now that you have that, you can go finish part 2 of the assignment in Schoology.